So maybe you're thinking about Cadence at Tradition or maybe even Seville at Tradition here in Port St Lucie, Florida. There are a lot of differences between the two communities, though they are both built by Mattamy Homes, a very large builder in the area with multiple other communities under construction and a handful that have already been completed in the area. Now, while they're being built by the same builder, there are a lot of differences between Cadence at Tradition versus Seville at Tradition. And throughout today's video, I'm going to go over a lot of the differences and some of the similarities between the two communities to better inform you if you're considering purchasing a home here in Tradition, part of Port St Lucie, Florida. If you're not really familiar, Tradition is in Port St Lucie, Florida, just on the west side of I-95, one of the westernmost sections of Port St Lucie, Florida currently. And at the end of the video, hopefully you're better informed so that you can decide which community makes the most sense for you if you're looking to move here to the area. And if you're new to my channel, my name is David Rogers. I'm a licensed real estate broker. I live here, I work here. If you're looking to move to Port St Lucie, Florida, you're looking at either new construction homes or resale homes, I encourage you to call me, text me, shoot me an email anytime. Remember, it doesn't cost you anything to use myself as a real estate professional. I'm going to be your eyes and ears, especially for my clients that live out of state. Again, thank you for everybody that's reached out to me over the last year, 2 years, and used me to purchase a home in the area. And without further ado, let's get started on today's video. Cadence at Tradition versus Seville at Tradition. What is the difference? All right, number one, let's talk briefly about the location of both communities. Both communities are literally right across the roundabout, just west of I-95, about 7 to 10 minutes off of Tradition Parkway, west of I-95, still in the heart of Tradition. Both communities, again, are built by Mattamy Homes. One is on the north side of Tradition Parkway, one is on the south side. Cadence at Tradition is going to be roughly about 1,000 total homes. That includes townhomes and single-family homes, whereas Seville will be all single-family homes. Both communities will offer single-story single-family homes and two-story single-family homes, where Cadence also offers townhomes. Now let's talk about some of the floor plans. In Cadence at Tradition, you're going to have 10 different floor plans. Yes, I have my sheets in front of me. 10 different models or floor plans in Cadence at Tradition. There's going to be 3 townhome floor plans, and then there's going to be 7 single-family homes, both single-story and two-story. Whereas Seville will have 15 different floor plans or models, like we call them floor plans, both single-story and two-story design. Now, one other thing to point out, in Tradition, this is a natural gas area. All the communities in Tradition have gas or natural gas. So Cadence at Tradition and Seville, both similarities, or what they're similar, how they're similar, they are both a natural gas community. So your home will have a tankless gas water heater, a gas clothes dryer, and a gas cooktop range. So that's going to be some of the similarities between the two communities in today's video. Let's also talk about construction on how the homes are built. Both communities are going to have concrete block construction. We call it CBS, but it's concrete block construction. All the homes have hurricane impact windows and doors, meaning the glass portion, the doors, everything is hurricane impact rated. Now, when it comes to the concrete block construction, if you buy a townhome or a two-story home, no matter who the builder is, unless you build a perfect square or rectangle, that is the only way, in my opinion, from what I've seen, to have a true 100% CBS or concrete block home. Every builder, if you're looking in this video, certain portions, usually a small section, maybe 5% of the total home, will be wood frame built. It's just the only way to build it based on the engineering, the drawings, the plans. This is how they have to build. This is builders across the country, here in Florida. Now, those are some of the similarities again. Now let's talk about ceiling height. Ceiling height in Cadence at Tradition, we're talking about the inside ceiling height. So on the first floor of both the townhome and single family homes, the ceiling height is going to be 9 foot 4 inches from the ground to the ceiling. The townhomes, again, the townhomes in Cadence at Tradition, the ceiling height on the second floor are 9 foot 4. Whereas the single family homes, if you get a 2-story home, the ceiling height in Cadence at Tradition is 8 foot. Now, whereas Seville at Tradition, on the single-story designs, again, it's going to be 10 foot on both single floors and 2 stories. So single story and 2-story, the first floor will be 10 foot high. Whereas the second floor on the 2-story homes in Seville at Tradition will be 9 foot 4 inches. So you gain 1 foot 4 inches on the 2-story homes in Seville at Tradition. So that is one of the differences between the two communities. Another thing to point out the difference between the two communities, Cadence at Tradition, the front door and rear sliding glass doors, just like Seville, are 8 foot high. So the sliding glass doors are hurricane impact glass, window or doors. They're 8 foot high, and the front doors are 8 foot high on both communities, both Cadence at Tradition and Seville. Now here's where one difference most people will notice when you're walking through the homes. Cadence at Tradition, the interior doors, like the doors to your bedroom, the door to the closet, the doors are 6 foot 8 inches. Seville at Tradition, they are 8 foot. Because you have the higher ceiling height in Seville, those 8 foot doors makes a big difference. If you're looking back here, this is my home. My home is a 2007 built home. I have 10 foot ceilings in this house. Those doors are 8 foot high. Those are regular open doors. So believe it or not, all the doors in my home, interior doors, are 8 foot high. I got 10 foot ceilings, and that doesn't count. Those are 3 foot double tray ceilings in the living room area. So having the higher ceilings makes a world of difference. It makes the homes feel so much larger. I just had a friend of mine who's actually a realtor who works underneath me for my office stop by this home the other day, actually last week, and she was kind of baffled because the home seemed way bigger than 1,874 square feet under air. This home is 4 bedrooms, 2 baths, 1,874 square feet, but it seems so much bigger because of how high the ceilings are. So what I'm trying to get at, ceiling height plays a huge part on how big the home is or how big it feels. So just keep that in mind. Okay, now let's talk about the type of roofs between Cadence at Tradition and Seville. What do we mean by roofs? Cadence at Tradition, all the roofs are an asphalt shingle. Seville, they're going to be a flat concrete tile roof. That is a big difference in price alone. That's one of the standard features at Seville at Tradition. Concrete tile roofs are standard. So just keep that in mind when you start, especially when you're looking at prices. Maybe you're looking at a similar square footage home. There's a lot of differences at Seville at Tradition in upgrades that automatically come in this community. Let's talk a little bit about, and we'll go back to some of the other stuff in a minute. Let's talk HOA fees. Both communities they're both all ages communities, so it means all ages. They're both gated. So Cadence at Tradition you're going to use like one of the barcodes, or you'll have the keypad to get in when you have guests over. Whereas Seville at Tradition, right now it is man-gated from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. Once the community's built out, it'll be 24/7 man-gated in Seville at Tradition. Now, HOA fees. Cadence at Tradition, $368 to $398 a month. Seville at Tradition, $515 to $545 a month. So again, let's repeat that. Cadence at Tradition, $368 to $398 a month. Seville at Tradition, $515 to $545 a month. Now, what does the HOA fee include in each community? Number one, both communities cover your high-speed internet, cable TV with HBO. You're going to get alarm monitoring. That is part of the Tradition Master HOA fee, which is around $205 a month. That's included in those fees I just told you. So again, Tradition Master HOA covers the high-speed internet, cable TV with HBO, and the alarm monitoring. So that's included in that total HOA. Now, Cadence at Tradition, we'll get to this in a second about amenities. They have way less amenities than Seville at Tradition. So in Cadence at Tradition, it's a gated community. It's going to have a community pool. It's going to have a round wading pool and a grilling station. So if you're out by the pool and you want to cook some hot dogs or hamburgers and you're having a party, that's what the grilling station's for. When it comes to Seville at Tradition has way more amenities. So let's talk about this. Let's go back to also, if you live in Tradition, there's a thing called TIM, Tradition in Motion. So if you go outside of your entrance, anywhere in Tradition, there is it's a small shuttle. They say it's unmanned, but there's somebody in there. Think of a small trolley. That's included in the Tradition fees as well. You do have other trails, walking areas. Tradition is a golf cart friendly area. A lot of people in Tradition have golf carts. I'm not going to get into the rules and the laws to drive the golf carts, but you'll see a lot of people driving golf carts. A lot of people have the electric bicycles. There's extra sidewalks in Tradition along the main roads that have double sidewalks on one side of the road that are wide enough for golf carts and so on. Now let's go back to amenities in Seville at Tradition. You're going to have a clubhouse. Now the clubhouse is not done. The only thing done right now is a community pool. It's a 7,000 square foot beach entry resort pool. It has covered or pool shaded cabanas. It has a whirlpool spa. It's going to have a multi-purpose court. And one thing I found really interesting when I was there about a couple weeks ago or a month ago, they have hammocks. If you're looking at this video right now, it's like you're walking down a little trail at a beach or some campground. They got these hammocks outside of the pool area or inside the pool, but in the community, which is really nice. You have the dog parks at Seville. You're going to have an adventure playground. You got putting greens. You're going to have a lawn sports field. You're going to have 3 different grills, which they call it the grilling area within the amenity center by the pool. You're going to have lawn games. They also have outdoor ping pong tables, which is kind of pretty cool. Once the clubhouse is done, let's go back to the clubhouse. It's going to have an on-site lifestyle director, social hall, game room. It's going to have a fitness center with weight training, group fitness studio, cardio machines. Again, this community is all about the lifestyle. This community offers more amenities than any other all-ages community that I can think of here in Port St Lucie, except for PGA Verano, which is built by Coulter Homes. So keep that in mind. So Seville at Tradition is all about the lifestyle. The homes are nicer, better finishes, and so on. Now, again, what does your HOA fees cover one more time? So in your monthly HOA fees in both communities, high-speed internet, cable TV, alarm monitoring. You also get HBO. It covers your outside irrigation for your lawn maintenance, lawn cutting, covers mulching, I believe, twice a year in each one of the communities. Both communities are gated. And again, Seville at Tradition right now, it's a man-gated community from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. Once the community's built out, it'll be 24/7 man-gated at Seville at Tradition. Now let's talk about design, upgrades, and structural options. But let me backtrack real quick. Let me take a sip of water real quick. So let's talk, a lot of people kind of don't understand this. So most builders here, most builders anywhere, are what we call production builders. They're not custom builders. They're not even semi-custom builders. All the builders here, except for one, and I did another video recently, builders here build a lot of spec homes. They will build you a home based on their available options, designs, upgrades, etc. So Cadence at Tradition is one of the most affordable entry-level communities here in Tradition, and they do offer a lot. The impact windows and doors. All the homes have rain gutters. Same with Seville. Rain gutters throughout the house on the outside. Cadence has rain gutters. Cadence at Tradition, when it comes to upgrades and designs or structural options. Structural options is where, let's say the floor plan shows a small covered lanai. There are some homes that have an extended lanai. That's called a structural option that the builder pre-chooses when they're building these spec homes. Again, they're always going to have what we call quick move-in homes, which are spec homes at the end of the day. Seville at Tradition's doing it, Cadence at Tradition. So Cadence at Tradition, you're going to have less options when it comes to design, upgrades, and so forth. Cadence at Tradition has 5 design packages, and I just had it a few minutes ago here. I'll put it on the screen, but they have 5 different design packages, which, not sure if you watch, if any of you didn't watch a video before, it was called, it's a buyer's resource guide for Cadence at Tradition. I filmed it about a year ago. It's like maybe January, February 2024. Go back and watch it. Don't look at the prices. Just, it goes over all the details about that community. So there's 5 design packages that Cadence at Tradition offers. They don't allow you to pick the countertops, different cabinets, different floors, none of that. They have design packages. Whereas Seville at Tradition, if you were to build a home there, it's more a la carte. You could pick tile for the living room, different tile for each one of the bedrooms if you wanted, different countertops in every bathroom, kitchen, different cabinets. If you wanted to go to a level 7 cabinet in the kitchen and only a level 1 in the bathroom, it's more a la carte. So it's kind of semi-custom when it comes to design and upgrades. Another option you'll find in Seville at Tradition that they don't offer in Cadence at Tradition. Yes, I'm going over a lot of information in today's video. I know I start rambling on. This is just, again, this is what I do. So Cadence at Tradition. Let's talk about tile in the bathroom. This is a good one. So most people don't catch it. Cadence at Tradition, they're only going to tile the bathroom walls just above where the shower head is. Whereas Seville, you're going to find tile to the ceiling in the master bathroom, or owner's bathroom as we're supposed to say. And also in the secondary bathrooms, you'll see tile just above the shower head, and you'll see tile all the way to the ceiling. That's an upgrade, or a design upgrade is the best way to look at it. Seville at Tradition allows more upgrades overall. Another thing to point out, again, this is a natural gas community, but Cadence at Tradition, they don't offer any homes with a gourmet kitchen package or chef kitchen. You know, the one where you have the hood vent and just a range, and then the wall oven and microwave off to the side. Cadence at Tradition does not offer that. Seville at Tradition, they do have that option, I believe, for every single home, I think except for one, if I remember correctly. But the chef kitchen or gourmet kitchen package with the wall oven, microwave, and then the separate hood vent, that's an option. Another thing to point out too, if you have the hood vent vents outside. Cadence at Tradition, where you see the microwave, that does not vent outside. If you watch enough of my walkthrough tours, I generally open up above the microwave to point out if a home vents or does not vent. So that's just some of the subtle differences right there. Now, we talked earlier about, the tile roof, which is standard at Seville. Also in Seville, a lot of their floor plans come with tray ceilings, kind of like I have the double tray ceiling over here. I believe every floor plan in Seville has tray ceilings in the living room and owner's bedroom. Now, depending on the design and everything else, there are other options from what I remember correctly. Again, there's 15 different floor plans in Seville. There's 10 different models in Cadence, 3 townhomes, 7 townhomes. There's so many different communities in here. I try to remember as much as I can. It's impossible. It's just impossible. Lot sizes, you're going to get bigger lots when it comes to width and length in Seville at Tradition. I'll put the lot sizes down in the description because I don't have them right in front of me. I'm waiting on the Seville at Tradition exact lot sizes, the standard lots, but I know they're pretty big because also the homes are bigger in Seville at Tradition as well. So just keep that in mind. What else can we go over? CDD fees. This is very important to consider too. So CDD fees, if you live anywhere in Tradition, even PJ Verano, Central Park, you're going to pay CDD fees in your property tax bills anywhere out in this area. So if you're not familiar what a CDD fee is, a CDD fee is a Community Development District fee. That's basically to bring in the infrastructure, the roads, the sewers, the water, the lighting, covers, helps with, parks and other stuff. Some builders in different areas just add it to the price of home. Here, the CD fees add into your property taxes. It's a 30-year bond add into your taxes. So 30 years from now, it'll be paid off. Just keep that in mind. So Cadence at Tradition, the CDD fees are $952 to $1,345 per year added to your taxes. Seville at Tradition, they're a little bit higher, $1,405 to just over $1,900 a year. So Seville has some of the highest CDD fees. Actually, I believe they're the highest CDD fees in Tradition, but also it's because they have some of the biggest lot sizes because they base it on how much space the house is using up. Best way to look at it. So just keep that in mind. What else do we have here? We went over the amenities, went over the gas, yes, ceiling height, door height. We went over what's covered with the HOA. Let's talk about, again, when it comes to the amenities in Seville, the clubhouse, they say it's going to be done later this year. We're already March 2025. They haven't even broke ground on the clubhouse yet. I don't think it's going to be done by the end of 2025 unless I misheard them, but they will, again, have the clubhouse. But the pool's already done. The pool is beautiful. It's probably the best pool in the area besides some of the 55-plus communities. The dog park's done. The tennis court, pickleball court's done. You already have the sports field. All those areas are done in the community. Again, both communities are great. They are different, totally different when it comes to certain things. And again, if you're looking to move to Port St Lucie, Florida, this gives you some options to consider before you come down here. And I tell people, listen, no builder's perfect. I always tell people as well, plan on 2 days. If you're coming here to visit and you're trying to narrow down which community is best for you, you need a couple days because there's so many differences between each community. Make sure you make the best decision. Don't do it on the whim and say, oh, well, they have the best price. Listen, the builders are looking out for their best interests. I'm not saying the salespeople are bad. They want to make a sale. I want to make a sale. Doesn't cost you anything to use me as your real estate professional. Builders pay our commission. So Mattamy Homes in general, they pay our 3% commission. That is standard with Mattamy Homes. Like most builders pay us 3%. Now, with that being said, if you want me to represent you as a real estate professional, I do have to make you, by law, as of August 17th, 2024, you have to sign what's called as a buyer's brokerage agreement with my office. I am the broker owner of my company. Just keep that in mind. making sure my mic was on. We've been filming for 24 minutes, and that would have been really bad if the mic wasn't on when I'm filming this because the audio wouldn't be here. So again, you would have to sign the buyer's brokerage agreement with me. Make sure you let me know before you come down and visit, because I need to be present with you with the builder during the initial visit. They make you sign broker registration forms at every builder. Every builder is a little different. Just keep that in mind. But I would love the opportunity to help you if you're looking to move here, if you're looking to purchase a home. I encourage you to call me, text me, shoot me an email. Again, my name is David Rogers. I'm a licensed real estate broker in the area. I live here. I work here in Port St Lucie, Florida. Love the opportunity to help you find the perfect home. And if you enjoyed today's video, give it a thumbs up, smash that like button. Leave comments what you thought. If there's anything I missed in today's video, I always miss something. And if you haven't done so already, subscribe to my channel. It really helps out. And again, stay tuned. We'll have some more videos coming out. I filmed 2 videos today. I'm going to try to get 2-3 videos out a week moving forward. A lot of you that have been watching my videos, a lot of my clients know that we had a death in the family recently. My father passed away recently. So for the last 3-4 months, it's been kind of challenging between me moving in my home, my dad's health. I'm very transparent with my clients. That's why I haven't had a lot of videos come out really since probably August, September, October, and we're already into the first couple of days of March 2025. So again, I appreciate you watching. If you made it this long in the video, I really appreciate it. We'll see you on the next video coming out hopefully real soon. Take care.